Hello and welcome to Conelanders Season 3. My name is Smartpipe and we are in Vallelunga in Italy, and this is the first race of Season 3. We are in Heat 1 with all these guys popping up on the screen now. Unfortunately, I had recording issues for this particular episode, so I do not have my own footage. I only have the replay, and I also don't have qualifying. So we qualified 14th out of 16, I believe. We had one or two people who didn't start, so if anything that helped me. So we qualified 14th, and we're going to be hopping straight into the race in just a second. Yeah. Right, here we are on the grid, ready to go. We're qualified 14th, so we're pretty far back. But hopefully we can make our way through the carnage, and we have an awful start. There goes Ollie. There goes the incarcerant. And yeah, so we get a bad start, but we're still with the general pack, so we'll keep charging on and hopefully avoid the chaos of turn 3 on this track. Turn 1 and 2 here are pretty straightforward, though we have seen people tangle in practice. So brake nice and early. Look out, chaos on the inside with smoke. Okay, we got Gems and Mach 1 out there, and we slip by. So we're actually exactly where we started. We're back in 14th. For a bad start, we're doing okay, I think. Okay, so we're following Ollie down here, and oh man, we run wide. And, okay, so what happened there is I tried to make the corner, and I didn't, and Ollie had braked much earlier than I had. So we bumped him, we apologised, and then I drop it, changing from second to third gear. It's a mistake I've not made before, and annoyed me greatly. So we went from 14th to 16th in the start, back up to 14th around turn 4, and now we're back down 16th. That's about as bad as the start gets. Okay, we can still see everyone, but that's pretty bad. So while we're trying to make some progress here, I should also mention that my frame rate for this rate was particularly awful, which made saving any mistakes exceptionally difficult, and I was probably 7/10 down on my pace from practice with the same track conditions. So in a few laps I realised I'm not doing very well, I'm not performing the way I can, and things develop from there, let's say. But while we have this moment, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Ireland. You might have guessed by the accent, but if you haven't, hello, welcome to the Emerald Isle. I've been sim racing maybe for, let's say 2 years, but I basically haven't done anything for about a year. I'm just getting back into it, and I've been a fan of Kurt for ages, and he's continuously mentioned this Conelanders. It was originally Dirt Rally, but recently they extended it out to Assetto Corsa. Now, I'd seen Assetto Corsa before and decided this looks like an interesting game. Most of my sim racing before had been on iRacing. I don't count Gran Turismo because on PlayStation, because no, just no. So yeah, most of it been on iRacing, which is, you don't know, competitive. It's many sessions happening online at once. There's strength of field, so you're ranked based on your results, so you're racing almost all the time against people who are pretty similar in pace to you, which is interesting. And I'm gonna shut up. So anyway, I found the Conelanders League, and we signed up. We just missed season 2, so that was a 4-race series, so they've doubled this season to 8 races, and this is number 1. So with an 8-race season, we have 1 drop week, so there's 1 week where you can either not participate or your lowest results will not be counted. So it allows people in 8 weeks, have a weekend off, if you like. Um, I need to say something. So as far as I remember now, we're kind of holding station to Ollie. No, Ollie. No, we had Mac 1 and Gems in front of us. And we were kind of holding station with them. We're doing mediocre. Um, I would like to have been catching up with them, but that wasn't the case. And holy Moses, I didn't realize there was this much frame drop. That behind us was Jolo having a moment all of his own. Someone thought they'd hit him, but he actually just dropped it on the grass on the exit of the second last corner and ended up spinning and in the gravel. So we now gained a place again. So we're now down 1 place from our start position. That's okay. That's okay, given the issues we're having. We have massive frame rate drop. We've not been doing good all race. But we can still see the field ahead of us, so we'll keep chugging along. As far as I remember from this race, Cone and Sharky are running away at the front, which is not unusual. Oh, we nailed it that time. Absolutely sweet through there. This here, this section, this left-right, trickiest section of the track. So you want to get as tight as you can on the left, but there's a little sausage curb there which has the nasty habit of, if you even sniff it, it will send you into a slide spin. There's 1 or 2 players definitely got airtime over it. It was not fun. Definitely not fun. We'll do a lap guide. So this is turn 1 here. It's a nice right hand, absolutely flat out, no reason to lift. Turn 2 is the same to the left, keep it flat. Now we're looking for the orange little marker on the wall just there. Brake hard, shift down 2 gears to third, hang it in there, get on the throttle as early as you can, swing it out wide, keep going, change to fourth and go. You get a little bit of a break from that manic first sector. And come up here, change to fifth just before it. Keep it nice and tight to the right, and then swing it left. We go way wide to lift right off. But we bring it back, we keep it on the track. Brake hard, down to third. Second wasn't really an option here. Third was a bit high, but we deal with it. As wide as you can, maybe. Brake down to second here. Keep it tight, but don't wall up the curbs, and don't take 2 stabs at it. Go on the power as early as you can. I race with traction control off, which makes that one trickier. Then this nasty little one, keep it tight to the left. Give yourself some angle to swing it right. Okay, and now we can see we definitely caught up the 2 guys ahead of us. Not sure that they touched the tangle, I can't remember exactly, but we made up some time for sure. So we're feeling a bit better about the race now. We've now got 2 guys close ahead of us who we can kind of aim at, which always helps in this racing. Always helps. Don't think drafting is such a big thing here. Although next week at Monza, oh boy, that's a drafter. Yeah, it was bad. So I clipped the clipped the curve on the inside, which I'd done a couple of times before, but I never actually lost it. Oh, and then so I managed to keep it together across the grass, and then when I came back onto the towns, the car was bouncing, and I tried to turn it, and it just went. I completely lost it, and that scuppered me a lot. So yeah, that basically ruined what was left of my race. Our only hope now is that someone else does a similar trick and we can race them for last place. But we'll jump off board for last, I believe, 3.5 laps. It's a 10-lap race. I should have said that at the start. It's great being new to this. Yeah, we'll go off board and oh, we hopped that one, but we held it just. It was that just that little left right that had me. Everything else I had felt I'd gotten the maximum I could out of. But that one I was I too cautious going to it too often? I don't know, but it was not fun. Gotta say, this game can look absolutely gorgeous. If two things happened: one, I didn't record it in awful ratio. Two, I turned the settings up, and three, I could actually drive well. I'm gonna let this run. If you want to join me for the wrap up at the end of the video, please feel free to skip ahead until you see the tables, at which point I will talk over and explain what's going on. And that's the end. So there is the table. We have Sharky and Conelanders and Servatis up at the top. Further down, we've Gem Knight, Sebi, Cowboy, Powers, Incarcerate, Mac 1, and Mr. Tommy. They all get through to the A feature. The rest of us, Nihon, Gems, Jolo, Ollie, Marzin, and myself, all go through to the B feature. And coming up there now is the lap chart. So Sharky and Cone just held position the whole way through. Marzin had an appalling last lap, it seems. And me just down there almost consistently last. It was not fun. I will not lie, it was not fun. Jolo, nice recovery from going up last, passing me on my mistake and getting up there. I'll catch y'all guys in the B feature. And yes, things will be much more exciting, I promise. But not to give spoilers. Ta-ra!